chemical IPOs also have been coming. So I have somebody on the show today from Edelweiss Research Desk, Rohan Gupta, who understands this space very well and is a go-to voice by many funds whenever they were looking at making any fresh investments or assessing their current investments in the agrochem space. Rohan, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Rohan, first of all, just a quick view on the recent agrochem or chemical IPOs which have been coming almost every day versus the stock which are already traded. Where were you finding more value? Because there was an opinion that new guys are offering themselves so rich that the existing guys are starting to look attractive.
Hey Ajay, hi, good afternoon. So Ajay, first of all, thank you very much for giving the opportunity to discuss about the sector, which is definitely have been very much buzzing and have also created a lot of wealth for many of the investors. Not only just recently, but over a period of time, last 4 to 5 years, we have seen that many specialty chemical companies have made a good amount of money. So first, Ajay, to answer your question, yes, I think that right now market is more friendly about the new guys in the street rather than the old players in the market who have been there from a very long time. The new players, I think, have been offering and have given a very solid commentary and have offered a lot of value in terms of their business to the investors. They have tried to lure them about the business model, changing dynamics, and I think that has led to a huge optimism about the sector, whether it's a chemical, agrochemical, specialty chemical. So we have seen that, yes, definitely all the listings which we have seen in last 1.5 years have been at the premium of the existing players, because somewhere these new players have offered and have promised a higher growth over next 2 to 3 years than what they are already seeing in the current companies. So I think that the valuations are factoring a very high growth. I will be a bit cautious here, though don't want to demean any company here or belittle any company, but I believe that we have to be very cautious from these new players entering into the market. Sometimes we have seen that historically many players take the benefit of a very solid wave in the capital market, and over a period of time that fizzles out. I will be cautious. Definitely some of the new players, like many of the specialty chemical companies, have promised and have a huge growth potential and have a solid business model. Some companies in a agrochemical space or chemical space, I believe that are trading much ahead in terms of valuation, where they can offer in terms of earnings growth over next 2 to 3 years.
Right. Rohan, I'm keen on getting your view on PI Industries, especially with the recent acquisition of the assets, the API assets of InSwift. How does it look like from here on? We broke the story and we got the management also on the channel to talk more about it. But yours is not the interested party view, your analytical view of PI.
Sure, Ajay. So yes, this has been most watched acquisition, I will say, in the industry. We have been waiting for this from almost last 1.5 years. Management has been sitting on a cash for this acquisition. I mean, because they have raised the QIP money almost 1.5 years back, and since then they have been waiting for it. So finally it happened, and I will say that this acquisition and the kind of money and the valuation which they have paid for PI for InSwift, I think it's a very lucrative. All of us have been surprised after seeing the valuation, which has, I think the deal has happened close to 7.5 to 8 times EV EBITDA. Given the current scenario, given the favorable industry scenario, and especially in the pharma space where InSwift is having its presence, I believe that deal is very lucrative and it will be going to have a positive impact on PI. So PI industry has been a leading, no doubt is a leading player in a specialty chemicals in CSM space, in agrochemicals, catering to agrochemical industry. They have been trying to get into pharma from very long period of time. With this acquisition, I believe that they will be able to benefit from their synergy, their current chemical capabilities and chemistries, and a product profile which will sometime also offer, they may offer it to pharma companies as well. And there will be a lot of benefit which we are going to see over a period of time. So yes, I believe that over the next 2 to 3 years, this InSwift acquisition will help the company to grow their pharma business. and undoubtedly it's a very attractive deal which they have backed in. Company is still sitting on a cash of almost 500 crore rupees because they have raised 2,000 crore from QIP and they have already spent 1,500 crore for the deal. With the solid cash flows, I believe that company is going to go probably for some more such inorganic growth or acquisition opportunities in.
Rohan, I'll have to butt in over here. Rohan, lots to discuss with very little time, so I'll come in over here. What about SRF? What kind of run rate, what kind of earnings run rate can SRF clock over the next 2 to 3 years?
So Ajay, SRF has been our favorite play, and from last 2 years, 3 years, and I think they have given a solid return to all the existing investors. There is still a lot of room to go. The company is sitting on a huge unutilized assets in chemicals, and over next 2 to 3 years, we see that their chemical business EBITDA has potential to almost increase to 2.2x to 2.5x over next 3 to 4 years. That's where I think a lot of value unlocking is going to happen in SRF's chemical business, and the return ratios and ROC profile of the company will improve significantly. So SRF, yes, I am extremely bullish on that, and over next 3 years, I believe that their chemical business EBITDA is going to drive the overall earnings.
And lastly, Aarti Industries. I mean, it's a big value creator. Everybody loves Mr. Gogri in the market, but now they seem to have embarked on a new journey, phase 2 of growth, as they say. In next 3-4 years, what kind of earnings improvement with this initiative which they are taking can they do, in your view?
So once again, Ajay, that I believe that Aarti will double its earnings by 24 from the current level. A lot of capex which they have already done and also going to do over next couple of years is going to drive this earnings. So last 2 years have been weak for Aarti as far as the earnings growth are concerned. There have been multiple issues, including pandemic. And as you know, Aarti is also having presence in autos and aerospace. These are the sectors which have been impacted because of the pandemic. But now they are set for growth. The capacity which they have commissioned in last 1 year is going to contribute to the earnings growth in current year. So yes, Aarti is right now sitting in a very interesting space. Earnings are going to double over next 2 years, and the management is even further bullish and have given a very bullish commentary, even doubling the earnings further in next 3 to 4 years. They have given their long-term view by 27-28. Their earnings are going to increase by almost 4 times from where we are sitting in 21.
Anything in the small cap chemical space which you like, even soft coverage wise?
So I will like to restrict myself with our coverage companies, but yes, I believe that when there is a very solid wave in industry, many specialty chemical players, many new players entering into the market, whether Clean Science, whether it's Rossari Biotech, many of these names I believe that are sitting right now in a very solid place right now. Industry growth is going to help them to all these players. As far as a couple of small players like Galaxy Surfactants, though it's no more a small cap, but Galaxy Surfactants offers a huge advantage, and given their solid business model which is linked with the FMCG, I believe that is one company has a huge growth potential, and it's a compounding growth story for next decade. So yes, many of these small companies looks attractive because right now understand, Ajay, that we are sitting in a very solid tailwind in the specialty chemical sector. The demand growth is not going to dry in 1 to 2 years. It is going to probably be the decade opportunity for many investors who are right now in specialty chemicals. I will recommend all the investors to stay invested in specialty chemicals. You can choose your own pick, the companies which you are comfortable with, but the money is going to be made across the specialty chemical companies because right now the scenario is very positive, very favorable, with the domestic demand picking up, and there is a huge opportunity in export growth and China Plus One strategy playing out.
Right. All right. Thanks very much, Rohan, for joining us on the show. With that, it's a wrap on the show. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.